Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. And on the mound in this one, Kodai Senga. What do you look for here? About to get started here. Ernie Clement digs in now.
Ernie Clement.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Foul ball there.
Nope, outside.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Into the dive, and he got it. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Varsho, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Fought off foul. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And down on strikes he goes. And there's two away. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. On the ground, out to short. Lindor on to first. And Guerrero is set down. That's the third out. Back here in Queens. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. What's the scouting report on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Lindor swings through that one. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second. Left fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Out towards right center field, and that'll get down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Man at second. And that one clips the corner.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
That's the ball.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. stays alive. This one in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Two outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series. That one in the dirt. Ball one. And that's downstairs and outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And ball four, two aboard. So two outs with runners on the corners. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike two.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Nice grab. Over to first. And they get the out. Kazuma Okamoto, the next to hit. And that one hammered back there. And gone. All muscle to center field. And we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's George Springer. And that one got a piece of him.
Take it, mate.
Batting seventh, shortstop Andres.
Here's Andres Jimenez. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number two. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air. Lindor under it. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. That's towards center. Varsho under it. And a quick out, number one. So up next for New York, Carson Bench. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Santander settles underneath it, and there's 2 down. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 3-1. So 2 down, Juan Soto down.
No, that's low.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
Oh.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The 2-1. Base hit center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride the load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Bichette stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Hey.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. At the plate, Jorge Polanco. Flying to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Jorge Polanco goes deep. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. So here's Robert now. Walked his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. Late on that fastball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
On the ground, and foul ball. Now he breaks his bat. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger. Outside, and that's ball 1. On the ground, right side. Simeon, toss over to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
No, that's a ball.
battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2.
Here we
Takes
go.
a swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. And it remains 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's a 2-2.
There we
Check
go.
swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Payoff pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Man at second. Late with the swing there.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Close,
No,
but
that's a
called a
ball.
ball. Ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it into the second deck, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-3. One down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one hit to right. Bench takes it in for the out. 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next pitch is downstairs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the third. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they add on. It's 7-3. Here's Marcus Semien. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Late on that fastball. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. 1 down. And now the right fielder, Carson Benj. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Line drive to short and caught.
I come from a line of kings. I'm the chosen one. I'm the chosen one.
All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. That one fouled off.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And the batter is George Springer.
That's out the corner.
The Mets leading by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Springer tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. There's the strike of the knees. That one missed. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
Jimenez in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Ready to go, bottom 4. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Mason Fluhart.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Foul ball. Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where guys can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it had the distance, but slices foul. One, 2 now. And that skips into dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
1 away. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Guerrero takes it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now the third baseman, Bo Bichette.
Oh.
And that's
off
off
the plate.
the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now for the Jays, Louis Varland.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Digging in, Jorge Polanco. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Oh.
The 1-0.
Hey.
On the ground to third, Bichette. Tosses to first, one away here in the fifth. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And a swing and a miss there.
Ball low.
Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Back to the top of the order. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Brings it in, and that is that. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. And that one is inside, ball one. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And the slider just misses.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Brett Beatty, the next to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Whoa.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Next offering misses. 2-2. This one smacked out to left center. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Now it's Marcus Semien. Ball to strike.
Ball two.
Quick move to first, and he's back safely. Beatty over at first with one away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. He makes the grab, 2 down. So digging in, Carson Benj. Just missed. Now this one gets away from the catcher, and the runner holds. Two-0. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Alvarez in the box now, takes strike 1. Just missed.
Outside.
Inside. 2 balls and a strike. On the inside corner for a strike. That one misses, and the count's full. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. So the lineup out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing, a high fly ball, well struck left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one.
Nope, that's low.
Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Top 6. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert in position. And there's one down. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first offering is not close. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Santander swings through it for strike one.
Ball.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
No, that's a ball.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. A two-run homer, and they cut into the deficit. It's 9-5. One down. Kazuma Okamoto. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Luke Weaver.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one lifted to left. Soto settles under this one. 2 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
George Springer.
Oh.
That one pushed foul. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That ends the bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Bo Bichette. Foul ball there. That misses. And 1-1. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho, couple of steps in, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Jorge Polanco digs in now. Line drive, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Looking to extend the play now. Oh, and he's trying for third. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Luis Robert now. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's now 10-5. So no one on after the sac fly. Brett Beatty getting ready to hit. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 11-5. So out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tommy Nance.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's going to be Carson Bench. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez moving under it, and that ends the inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Alvarez to first in time, and 2 away to start the seventh.
Up next,
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. He's grounded out a couple of times. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bottom of the seventh. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it, and that's going to roll to the wall. It's a double, third hit of the night for him. Back to the top of the order now, and now it's Frankie Lindor.
Nope, that's away.
Man at second. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-2. In the air to left center. Varsho gets under it. And there's one down. So now with one away and a man at second. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And another ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Oh.
Ground ball left side. Wanted second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the 8th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball. Started after it. Appeal to first. He did not go around. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Now the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. 2 down. Base is empty. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Ryan Hudson.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
There's a swing and a drive, and foul ball. The 0-2. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Did not go. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Back here at Citi Field. On to the bottom of the 8th. Jorge Polanco digs in now. This one in the air center field. And there's one down. Here's Luis Robert. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. The Mets up big in this one. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle, Clement to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. And next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. And that's outside, and that is ball 1. About this one, it's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 12-5. So 2 down. So up next for New York, Marcus Semien. Oh. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. They go back to back and they tack on to their lead. It's 13-5. Now here is Carson Benj. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Center field. Varsho on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was all set to start the ninth in this one. A new arm into the game, the righty Tobias Myers.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly is sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Sets him down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. 2 outs, base is empty. George Springer getting ready to hit. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mets slug their way to a win in this one. Senga with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And the final here today, 13-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Someone called a paramedic. I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. Wake the neighbors up like a rooster. It's a booster, help me see the future. I believe in karma, so let's do some. I know you cooped up. I know that LA running, I'll call a Uber. I know that LA weather got you confused, but when you walk in my house, pick your shoes up. I let my hang, I let my chain swing. I'm on a 101, my way doing